warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Frizka Andani from BBA General at Albukhary International University. Today, I'm going to present to you about one of the most influential management gurus and his contribution to the management field. Well, we have Roger Martin here. Roger Martin was the Dean of the School of Management at the University of Toronto from 1988 to the 2013, and he is also an author of several prominent business books. Professor Roger Martin is a writer, strategy advisor, and is currently the first-ranked management thinker in the world. He is also a former dean and is the present Institute Director of the Martin Prosperity Institute at the Rotman School of Management at the University of Toronto in Canada. In 2017, Roger Martin was named the world's first management thinkers by Thinkers 50, a biannual ranking of the most influential global business thinkers. In the previous years, he was ranked 3rd, 6th, and 7th.
Job in which they are told what the output needs to look like, but then told you have to figure out how to produce that output. You're a film director, you're told by the executive producer, direct a great movie. They don't say, do this, 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 and this. They say,
well, we're just done with the Roger Martin's short biography. Now, the next part is the Roger Martin's big ideas or his contributions to the management field. The first big ideas is about integrative thinking. Integrative thinking is a methodology for solving complex problems. That theory was originated by Roger Martin and collaboratively developed by his colleague, Minea Moldavenia.
Integrative thinking is defined as the ability to constructively face the tensions of opposing models. Instead of choosing one at the expense of the other, integrative thinking involves generating a creative resolutions to the tensions in the form of a new model. The model contains elements of the individual models but is superior to each.
Like, when you think about it, that's so odd. It's sort of like, rather than being all gleeful that your entire management team sees everything one way and we can move ahead, it makes him nervous and worried. And the same thing, A.G. Lafley said the same thing. That when we really get very quickly to an answer, I get all nervous, and when I go out and I have these people.
Martin's influence on business strategy and thinking has been immense. He championed the idea of integrative thinking, arguing that and rather than or thinking yields better solutions, and showing how combining elements from seemingly opposing models can pave the way for innovations and problem solving. He also developed the theory of design thinking, demonstrating how to balance the explorations of new knowledge or innovations with the exploitations of existing expertise or efficiency. Martin's work also focuses on corporate social responsibility and country competitiveness.
you'll get the tools you need to design the future you want for your business while navigating our ever-changing world. The one thing I tell all the leaders I work with is that strategy is imagining what might be and then figuring out how to make that happen. And that's how you win. In this course, we will teach you how to integrate.
First introduced by Roger Martin in The Opposable Mind, integrative thinking is an approach to problem solving that uses opposing ideas as the basis for innovations. Now, in creating great choices, Martin and fellow Rotman expert Jennifer Real vividly show how they have refined and enhanced the understanding and practice of integrative thinking through their work, teaching the concept and its principles to business and non-profit executive, MBA students, even kids. Integrative thinking has been embraced by organizations such as Procter & Gamble, Verizon, and the Toronto District School Board, all seeking a replicable, thoughtful approach to creating a third and better way to make important choices in the face of unacceptable trade-offs.
It's Roger Martin. There was just so many messages from you on logistics. I thought we could just talk through whatever they were, but you're away, so I'll go back and try and see what I can do on them. Thanks.
The book includes the new story of successful integrative thinkers that will demystify the process of creative problem solving. It lays out the author's practical 4-step methodology, which can be applied in virtually any context. First, articulating opposing models. The second one, examining the models. The third one, generating possibilities. And the last one, assessing prototypes. Well, the next big ideas of Roger Martin is the design thinking. Roger Martin's books with the title The Design of Business, Why Design Thinking is the Next Competitive Advantage describes the concept of design thinking. The book explains how companies can incorporate design thinking into their organizational structure for long-term innovation and results.
Design thinking balances analytical and intuitive forms of business thinking. It combines an openness to an exploitative mentality, striking a balance between innovations and a systematic, scalable process. Most companies today have innovations envy. They yearn to come up with a game-changing innovations like Apple iPod, or create an entirely new category like Facebook. Many make big efforts to be innovative. They spend on R&D, bring in creative designers, hire innovations consultants, but they get disappointing results. Why? In the design of business, Roger Martin offers a compelling and provocative answer. He said, "We rely far too exclusively on analytical thinking, which merely refines current knowledge, leading to a small improvements to the subtle K."
Is. Improving yourself without a very clear goal is not very helpful. We set as the aspiration that we would build a car that when Car and Driver and Road and Track and Consumer Reports came out, they would say this car is as good or better than the Camry. Now, that necessitated something, right? Figuring out whether it was or not.
To innovate and win, companies need design thinking. This form of thinking is rooted in how knowledge advances from one stage to another. From mystery, something we can explain, to heuristic, a rule of thumb that guides us toward solutions, to algorithm, a predictable formula for producing an answer.
Not to want to make choices and support choices is the choice that they wish we would have made wasn't even contemplated. After you ask a different question, and this is the most important question in strategy, is not what is true, which is what we spend most of our time arguing about. I think this is true. No, this is true. This is true. This is true.
Martin shows how leading companies such as Procter & Gamble or RAM and others use design thinking to push knowledge through the stages in ways that produce breakthrough innovations and competitive advantage. Filled with deep insights and fresh perspectives, The design of business reveals the true foundations of successful, profitable innovations.
Well, it's done. Thank you for watching and I'm waiting for your reactions. Do like and comment and don't forget to subscribe. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.